You know something? I have done this video umpteen times. It's some information on here those people do not want y'all to get. And you know who those people are. And they control so many things. They not only control the government and the churches and everything, but they even control your mood sometimes in your house. This video is supposed to be gotten up here at least a week ago, and it is really irritating me that I cannot deliver this video. I'm hoping this one is successful. I mean, too many things have been going on, you know, that shouldn't be going on, okay? Okay. As I began to do this video, I was doing it in a rush, and as I did it in a rush, I knew that I was not giving the justice to this video that should have been gotten to it, okay? Because I first started out talking about YouTube. You know, YouTube had been saying that 2 of the files that I had were errors, so they wouldn't even take the 2 files uploaded to, you know, my channel. So that's why I'm repeating it over again, trying to deliver this message. Maybe it's something in there that they don't want you to hear. It's something wrong, okay? So I want to make sure that y'all see this video is having trouble with the batteries and stuff. I don't care how I fit batteries, it's always something wrong. They don't keep enough juice. It's always something ongoing. So I've been having a lot of resistance to get this video to you. So I hope and I pray that I can get this across. It's really not a big deal video, so I don't understand. One thing I'm talking about is some paranormal events that have occurred with me in the last 2 weeks. I want you all to hear about it. Maybe you have some suggestions and stuff. My aunt says, oh, it's just a gift. I've been looking it up online. Oh, they're talking about different syndromes, different mental illnesses, different things. And even some of my family say, hey, here lately, I've been having some increasing paranormal things happening to me similar to that. If you all noticed it, the sun is getting closer to the earth. So that's some things that, you know, come into play as far as some of these changes that are happening and occurring to us. And then at the same time, too, if you look at the night sky, we already talked about that particular entity in the sky by the moon. Check it out, okay? The next time the moon comes up, you can see it because they always keep a nice haze over the moon and the sun because they don't want you to pay much attention to it. And one subscriber was telling me that one of the moons was false moon. She's got a point because the clouds is actually behind the moon. A moon that they actually produce themselves, our government, okay? We already know it don't normally rain anymore. It don't naturally rain, I'm sorry, that we're having manufactured rain. We're having manufactured winters. Those things don't naturally occur anymore. Nobody's talking about it, okay? The sun is approaching us so fast, and I'm not talking about our star, the star behind that star, or it could be in front of it by now. I'm not sure. And so, you know, I've been talking a lot about the paranormal events because whatever affects us under, over, and around us affect us. You see, it affects us. It affects our behavior. It affects the whole structure of everything. Finances, the whole 9 yards. Okay? That's astrology for you. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about is during the crescent moon, which was a couple of weeks ago, you know, I tell y'all all the time I have most of my paranormal events during the crescent moon. This stuff has really been on my mind. It has really been making an impact in my life with this paranormal event. Now, one of the ones I had wanted to talk about is where I did some astral. Now, I am working very hard that when I do astral, I am helping people and protecting people. But there's one incident that I want to talk about, whereas I was in a hospital, and in that hospital setting, I was to go in and I was supposed to clean up after a surgery and everything. So I had my cart, I had my mop, my broom, I had all my stuff, and I was on my way into the room with my cart over to the left. And there was somebody there, I guess it was a supervisor. He said, I warned you one time before with a nasty attitude. And I said I was not going to be tolerating any nastiness anymore. And I had to, that was to me, I think it was an initiation where I had to prove, you know, myself that I'm not going to take no bullshit off nobody no more. And that's basically I feel today that that was the lesson that that particular astral, travel was supposed to be presented to me. Well, anyway, he pissed me off so bad. He had this nasty look on his face like, I dare you to take that car in there. Okay? So, you know what I did? I said, I tell you what, you dare me, because I'm going straight in there with my cart. I took my cart in there. I proceeded to do my work. He came in, and why did he want to do that? Okay? I remember taking scalpels, scissors, any type of instruments that I could find to beat his ass. Yes, I did, okay? I beat his ass, okay? I remember beating him so bad until his stomach swole and his eyes rolled completely to the back of his head, okay? And do you know what? I ate the blood. It was delicious, very sweet, and tastes like syrup, like candy. And I enjoyed every moment of it. And I seriously, I just didn't have any remorse for him. Do I have any remorse for him now? I still don't have any remorse for him because, somebody should have did that to him a long time ago. So really and truly, I've been at peace with it. And if I can go back, I will whoop his ass once again. Okay, so I had to get that off my chest, okay? So I declare victory on that situation, okay? So I knew that that was a lesson. And that was a lesson, and I'm sure I passed, okay? Won't nobody be fucking with me no more on the astral plane, okay? Because I know I gain credits and I gain points, okay? Okay, let's keep talking. So, there was another incident, okay? I hate to tell you guys this, but I was in a substation, and it was really nasty there. It's in the basement part. There was water down on the ground. And a lot of you may be upset, but I did witness a man having some child, doing some oral sex to him. I wished I could have went back to help her, but for some reason, I just snapped out of it. And I woke up. So I'm hoping the best for that young little girl because something would not let me protect her. I don't know what it was. I was up and I was woke. I'm just talking about different astral events that I've had because I have lots of astral events during the crescent moon. For a lot of you all, if you want to have astral travel events and stuff like that, concentrate on it during the crescent moon. It may work for you, it may not. I'm not sure, but I know it does for me. Full moons are great times and stuff like that, but nothing really happens for me the full moon. Full moons to me just make me happy, okay? I celebrate, I run in the street late at night, with no clothes on, sometimes just a t-shirt and underwears on, and I just celebrate and I laugh or whatever. People peek out their windows, but I'm celebrating the freedom of being myself, okay? But it is exhilarating and empowering. The full moon is a very empowering event for me, okay? But I'm kind of like rushy because these videos are getting too long, and then YouTube is giving me resistance on them, okay? Okay, and then I also wanted to talk about some of the things that have been occurring to me with visions. Hang on a minute. Okay, I'm going to have to end this.